In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful, my dear friends and fellows. We are from Pakistan. I am from Pakistan, and most of the people who listen to me are from Pakistan as well. Or at least Pakistan is known throughout the world. Particularly for the Muslims, they remain somewhat concerned about what's happening in Pakistan. Pakistan, unfortunately, could not develop as much as it should have developed. Although there is a considerable amount of development and prosperity in the country, but still the life here is not easy for several reasons. The biggest of all is, the lack of justice, the poorest justice system here in Pakistan. Our justice system is the poorest one in the whole of the world. That's the reason we people are not developing, and that's the reason we people could not develop well and properly. Dear friends, why is it so? I think that the successive governments the could not do anything else in this direction at all. This never became their priority, or their, not to talk of their top priority. This could not become even their priority. It should have become their priority, my dear friends and fellows. It should have been the top priority. I have seen that even the parties, political parties, religious parties, they too do not, deal their own people with the justice. Even the political parties who are the candidate are becoming the ruler of the country, who want to rule the country, who are ruling the country, even there is no justice system. They don't serve equally to the poor and to the rich. They are not, their policies are not the poor, supported, pro-poor policies. Their policies are not pro-poor at all. Rather, their policies are anti-poor. That's the reason. They don't treat equally the rich and the poor. They don't treat fairly to their own workers. Not to talk, not to talk of treating the whole nation. Not to talk of treating all the public equally and justifiably. They are unable to treat justly even even their own workforce, even their own supporters. So I have seen that almost all the political parties which came to power one after another, there is their record in this regard is quite poor. They are found treating, they are found discriminating a lot between the rich and the poor. So what can we expect from them? If at all they come to the power, they will only serve the rich people and obviously not the poor. And those political parties, those religious parties, they are, they are having equality. They don't discriminate between the rich and the poor. I they too existed in this country, and I have seen that, I have noticed and I have come to a conclusion after a very good amount of research that these are four in numbers, four parties, one which is religious, and three which is one which is political political. So this, religio political. One is religio political. The rest of all these three are the not non-political, apolitical, and religious only. So where to begin from? I have seen that it is Tablighi Jamaat. Tablighi Jamaat is a religious party. They are not political. They never contested election, and they don't even, participate in the voting. They don't even participate in the electioneering. They don't even support the democracy. They are not the democratic people at all. But I have seen that they people, neither they are, working to gain the power, nor they are going to, they do contest election. They do neither they support anyone nor they oppose anyone politically. So these people, I have seen that they don't discriminate between the rich and the poor. Tabligh Jamaat circles, they don't discriminate between the rich and the poor, and that is something extraordinary. That is something extraordinary. They don't discriminate between the rich and the poor. So there is a justice inside the part, inside the group, inside the party. There is a justice. They don't do injustice at all, and they are far more effective as compared to any other party. As for the work of dawa is concerned, as for the transforming of life, individual's life is concerned, as far transforming the life of individuals is concerned, they are by far more effective than any other party, rather than all the parties combined, all the religious political parties, all the religious parties combined. These people, Tabligh Jamaat people, are more effective, working more effectively to transform the life of the people. So they don't discriminate between the rich and the poor at all. They treat equally to all of these. There is a system of justice inside this group and party. Then the other one is Tanzeem-e-Islami. Tanzeem-e-Islami, many of the people will not be able to understand by its name. Tanzeem-e-Islami was created by Dr. Israr Ahmad Rahmatullah Alayh. Tanzeem-e-Islami is, although it's a very small party, but it exists everywhere else. It exists everywhere else. They are very, very organized as well. They're very organized, and they are, apart from being very organized, these are actually, they are great people. They are great people, and they don't discriminate between the rich and the poor at all. They don't discriminate between the rich and the poor at all. So they are great in this sense. Then there is Javed Ahmad Ghamdi Sahab. Javed Ahmad Gandhi Sahab didn't form any party at all, no Jamaat, no party at all. He is doing purely, scholarly work, research work. But he have got a very good number of followers, not only in Pakistan but across the world. He belonged to Pakistan. He was born and brought up in Pakistan. He spent most of his life here in Pakistan. But then the circumstances, the situation changed, and his life became very difficult and very, you know, very vulnerable. He became, because of the different views he has brought forward, out of, because of his research. So, due to a life-threatening situation, he migrated from Pakistan to Malaysia, lived there for a few years, and then from there he migrated to USA. And he is doing a purely, research work, and he is one of the top scholars. You agree or you disagree with him, but he talk very rationally, and he have got a very good number of followers across the world, not only here in Pakistan. He talks very logical, very rational, and he try to make the things easy. He is trying to remove the unnecessary difficulties, you know, which the rest of the scholars. So, dear friends and fellows, I have seen that they don't discriminate between the rich and the poor. And then, last but not the least, it is Jamaat-e-Islami Pakistan. Jamaat-e-Islami, I have seen that they people don't discriminate between the rich and the poor at all. There is no, discrimination at all. No cronyism in the Jamaat-e-Islami at all. That is the reason that the first Amir was Sayyid Abdullah Maududi, and the second after him was Mian Tufail Muhammad, and Mian Tufail Muhammad have no relationship with Sayyid Abdullah Maududi Rahmatullah Alayh at all. Then after, once he left, then the third Amir was Qazi Hussain Ahmad, and Qazi Hussain Ahmad was not a relative of any of the top two, previous two predecessors. No relationship with them at all. Once he left, then came Sayyid Munawwar Hasan. Sayyid Munawwar Hasan too was not having any sort of relationship with any of the predecessor, any of his predecessors, any of the three previous Amirs. Then he left, and then became Sirajul Haq, fifth Amir. Fifth Amir do not have any relationship with all four of his predecessors. So all of that has become possible only because of one reason, and this one reason is that there is a system of justice inside the party. There is no discrimination between the rich and the poor here in this party at all. Not only this thing, rather there is no cronyism here at all as well. So that is all because the justice system inside the party, that's really great. We need to learn from them. We need to learn from them, and we need to support all these political party, all these parties. Only one of these is a political one. As for Tanzeem Islami of Dr. Israr Ahmad Rahmatullah is concerned, they want to come to power because they think that they can only establish deen, they can do the ikamat deen, or they can bring the Islamic system once they are in power. They are working for the power, but they don't want to they don't contest elections at all. They are against the democracy. So these are the four parties which are these are the four entities which do have a system of justice. As far I couldn't see this thing in any other political party, in any other religious party at all. Thank you.